Hey friends, let's talk about overthinking. You do it, I do it, our siblings do it. No matter where you are in this world, I'm sure you overthink. Some people overthink based on situations that they are in. Some people overthink based on their action towards something specific. Other people overthink 24/7 just because they can't make decisions on anything on their own. So if you're one of those people, it doesn't mean anything wrong with you, it means you're human. So, in this podcast, we are going to be talking about how to use overthinking for your own benefits, or you could lose yourself in it. Overthinking, use it, or lose yourself. That's the title of this podcast. On today's episode, I want to let you know, do not let overthinking paralyze you to thinking something is wrong with you mentally. Do not let overthinking making you feel any less of yourself, because at the end of the day, to achieve anything great, you have to think about many different outcomes, such as positive and negative. Overthinking can sometimes lead to action, which is something positive, or overthinking could kill dreams because sometimes you overthink all the negative ideas and you never do what you need to do. You never follow through. And nothing is wrong with that. As long as you can understand that you could use overthinking to benefit you, there are different ways that you could do it for your own good. You'll be all right. You'll be just fine, just like everybody else. I don't want you to think that you have any psychiatric issues or you have any mental disorder because you're an overthinker. Sometimes overthinkers are great achievers. So, overthinking comes in all shape and forms. It can make you feel less of yourself, it can make you feel useless. You could be thinking about this conversation that you had with your professor about 2 weeks ago, and now the exam is coming up. You forget everything because for the past 2 weeks you've just been overthinking, studying, thinking, are you studying enough? Thinking, are you missing anything? Doing everything else in your power to pass. That's just an example of overthinking. Overthinking can sometimes be you thinking about what other people thinks of you. You are thinking if other people think you suck or if other people think you're not good enough for them. So you find yourself in situations where you're overthinking that person next move, where you're trying to anticipate what they're going to do next in order to put yourself in a better position. And I'm here to tell you, you're not suck. We all do it. Sometimes certain situations force you to put yourself in the other person's feet, while in the other person's shoes, to try to see where they're gonna go next with the topic, where what are the next options or actions that's gonna be taken towards you. And that's perfectly fine to think like that. Like I said, you're not suck. Overthinking, we all do it. It's a process. Some people they process things different. I want you to know that there is a flip side to overthinking. Overthinking can become your superpower, believe it or not, but I want you to believe it for the most part. Overthinking could become your superpower. Once you acknowledge that you're an overthinker, now you're going to try to find and create ways to stop overthinking. And here it goes. The same brain that you are using to overthink is the same brain you could use to map your future. We don't have two different brains. We only have one, unfortunately. So the same brain you're using to think bad or to think less of yourself is the same brain that can motivate you, that could change your perspective on things once you chooses to do so. Overthinking often come out as doubt and fear, which is something normal that everybody do. You could be fearful of your exam. You could have doubts about yourself going to the fire academy if you want to become a firefighter. You could have doubt about your partner. You could have doubt about your relationship with your mom, if that person really have your back. You could have doubt in that loan that you try to get through a bank. But there are ways, to navigate through all those doubts to make things positive. Your blueprint is not that you are overthinking. The problem is you're overthinking, you're coming up with all these ideas and you're doing nothing about it. You're just letting ideas on ideas pile up in your head, going in circles, sending waves to you, and you're acknowledging them, and then you're not doing nothing. You're not taking no actions, you're not writing them down, you're not taking care of them. Remember, in the previous podcast, I said if you have a goals or if you have something you want to achieve, or you have a plan for a specific part of your life and the plan has multiple steps into it, write it down. Don't just let it simmer in your brain or seasoning in your brain like a chicken you're seasoning to clean to cook. write them down, write step one, write step two, write step three, because in the overthinking process, you actually can create solutions to many problems that you have. And if you try to do so, it don't work. At least you try. You are doing something about your overthinking, and therefore you could always learn more ways to accept the situation and to go a different way about solving it. I feel like the best advice I could have for somebody that thinks too much is to execute. And when I say that, people may think it sound like a little bit heartless, but it's the truth that I had to encounter myself. If you thinking too much, you need to attack whatever you're thinking about. You need to execute. You need to come up with a plan. You need to write things down. Like I said before, I cannot stress that enough. Writing things down. I know certain people, they write their things down like all day long about how they're gonna graduate school, when they're gonna get married, or where they want to go for a trip, how they're gonna do it, how much money they're gonna save per week. Is check marks after check marks. Then you starting to achieve things one by one. Then now your thought no longer become a problem because you are finding solutions towards those ideas that's just running all over your mind. And if I'm being quite honest with you, I feel like overthinking sometimes is your mind telling you you need to do something about your situation, or you need to do something about what's going on, your problem. Basically mean the same thing, but your mind is constantly reminding you of something, right? Is reminding you of something. It could be a good thing, or it could be something bad, something that happened between you and a friend, or something that probably happened between you and a old friend. Listen, when people show you their true colors, remember what I told you, you need to cut off the snakes, cut the grass slow. You know, you see how all these podcasts, they're leading to today's episode. I wrote down all these podcasts list by list, steps by steps, because I want you to understand cutting people loose, right? Cut off the bad traction, cut off the people that's not supporting you, cut off the people that's telling you you can't. And unfortunately for me, I have been in position where I'm the person that got cut off, and I'm happy for the person that cut me off because they succeeded. And in that moment, a lot of people won't say that I was the problem in their situation. And I'm telling you to cut off the snakes, right? For example, let's say you going through something with someone over time and you keep thinking about the same situation. What can you do about it? If that person and you and that person, you are no longer in communication, but you keep thinking about it, your mind keep telling you how that person betrayed you. Well, that's your overthinking, right? Telling you, hey, this person gotta go. You gotta cut this person off. You need to end those ties with that person so you could possibly move on. Overthinking could stop you from achieving the things that you desire in life. Let's say you are in school. You know you must pass your test. You're overthinking, you're sitting down, you're not doing nothing about it. But in the back of your mind, there's something telling you, hey, study, review these chapters, review your notes. But instead of doing so, you're doing everything else outside of that bubble. You're not paying attention. And I understand some people, they have kids, they have wives, husband. I don't know everybody's situation, but I'm sure as hell everybody has something going on for them that could make them overthink, or they're thinking about something else, or their head not there. But if you know you have that test to take, you know you have to dedicate the time to pass that exam, right? So here is where you gotta use your overthinking to benefit you, or you're gonna lose yourself in it. You either keep overthinking about the exam, try to do everything else when you know this exam could possibly move you to the next class to get a better job in your future once you finish that program. But instead, you're too worried saying you're not gonna pass it, or you're not good enough, or you wait last minute to do it. You procrastinate on it, and now when you go take the test, you see blind. Now when you go take the test, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, you don't know how to do it, you don't know nothing. When something keeps bothering you mentally, especially if it's something that you know you have to get done. I'm not saying mentally you're thinking about $1 million and you have no idea or no ways to make $1 million. You feel me? I'm talking about when mentally you know something needs to be achieved, and you know there's work that needs to be put into it so you can reach your full potential. You know you got to give it your all. You need to stay focused so you don't lose yourself mentally in anything you're doing. You don't lose yourself trying to do everything else. You know, overthinking can be tricky. Overthinking can make you lack self esteem. Overthinking can make you put your own self behind. And that's why you need to be able to sit down with yourself, write it down, think about it, read it out loud. Even if it's in a notebook, write it down 10 times, 20 times, 30 times until you put it in your head. And somewhere in this big head of mine, I will do those things until like it gets stuck. It gets stuck where it becomes a pattern where I must do because I promised myself to do so. So, guys, with all that being said, right? The goal is not to stop overthinking. Realize how I never said you need to stop overthinking. The goal is to stop dwelling. That's the goal. That's where we're trying to do. I mean, that's where we're trying to go. That's what we are trying to do. We need to stop dwelling on action. We need to stop dwelling on decision making so we could be better. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's easy. No, I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're going to get it on the first try. But at least the first thing, the first step I could say is acknowledgement. Once you acknowledge something, you know what's going on, and not that you know the answer to fix it, but you know how you want to plan. Do not let overthinking make you isolate yourself. Do not let overthinking make you burn yourself. Do not let overthinking make you feel like you don't belong in the situation because the situation is kicking your butt. Trust me, I was once in your shoes and I'm still battling with these things. But if there is one thing that I know for sure that can help you, is to learn how to navigate in the chaos, is to see the positive outcome that may happen if we take action. So you have a vision, you need to build moves, take action so you can see the progress, so you can see your vision, so your vision could come to reality. Listen, man, I know it's like kumbaya, kumbaya when a lot of people talk, but understand this. You have a vision for a reason. Whether if it's a business that you know nothing about, but that's what you dream of. It may take you 8 years, it may take you 6 years, it may take you forever. But please follow your dreams and goals. Those things are very important. You need to be realistic with yourself sometimes and understand that maybe my dream is not what I deserve. Maybe I deserve more. Maybe I need to be more cautious. But the one thing I know in this life, and everybody that I know is successful, is when they were told they were not enough to do so, they put their ass to work and they got to it. I know many friends that have many testimonies, and me myself, I have testimonies too. Your mind is not the enemy. Your mind sometimes just need directions. And you are the only person in control of your mind. Even God Himself does not control the mind. In the Bible, it says that God lets you do whatever you want. You have free will. Choose to do things positive. Choose to build so your mind could be strong. Choose to be the person that look at everything in a positive way. Choose to always be willing to do the hard work. Choose to do your research. Choose to be you because you are special. There are billions and billions and billions and billions of people around the globe, around the world, right? There is one thing and one thing only that separates you from everybody. There will never be another version of your DNA at 100%. That's what make you unique. No matter who you are, no matter where you listen to this podcast, just know that you are special and your mind is not your enemy. You just need to know how to navigate through the storm and controlling your mind. In every game, there is a buzzer beater. And sometimes the final buzzer beater is in the fourth quarter or in the second half, whatever you want to say. The last position, if the game is tied, the thing is you're the best player in this game. Your teammate, all your teammates are watching you. The whole stadium is watching you because you have the position to take the last shot. So make that last shot count. Do not let thoughts bring you down. Be confident in yourself because you are a true warrior and only you can get in your own way. because whatever you think is yours is truly yours. No matter who's standing on the other side of that position, no matter who's guarding you when you're bringing down that ball. In this life, you are the GOAT. You are the greatest of all time.